Thank you, folks, for taking the time to join us today for our second webcast in this series. Today, we'll be talking about how you can go solar without leaving your home. My name is Ray Myers, and I've been working in the solar industry for over 3 years. My main experience has been helping Michigan home and business owners take their solar ideas to solar reality. And since 2007, Michigan Solar Solutions has been doing just that. For the folks that are watching the premiere of this video, our staff is looking for your questions to answer. If you're watching this after the premiere, we will still be here to answer any of your questions, so go ahead and leave them in the comments and we'll respond below. Maybe you've already decided that this is the year to go solar, or maybe given the uncertainty of the current COVID-19 crisis, you're thinking about wanting to make sure your family has an uninterruptible power supply. The current stay-at-home orders in Michigan are taking a toll on all of our day-to-day activities, and you may also be thinking that you'll need to put off solar because we can't come to your home. Well, we have great news for you. Michigan Solar Solutions is prepared to help you complete the entire process from stem to stern. All consultation, design, and planning steps we've had the ability of doing remotely for over 2 years now. And today we'll be walking through the simple steps of how you can easily have a solar system set up at your home. First things first, we need to have a conversation. When going through the process of designing a solar array, it is important that we consider all of the factors associated with your home. As we said in the last webinar, there is no one right solar system. This often starts off by asking yourself a simple question. If I had the perfect solar system for my home, what would it look like and what would it be doing for my family and my future? We then take your goal and pair it with other bits of information like property layout, the age and the material of your roof, potential shading issues from nearby obstructions, and considering any electrical loads that you would prefer to be available during a power outage. This also helps us recommend which of the 3 types of system would work best for your application: grid-tied with battery backup, or an off-grid solar array. Once we have a clear idea of what you're wanting, we will need to size your system appropriately. This is done by looking at the last 12 months of electric usage history. Most people will be able to just send us an email with a copy of your most recent bill, as it usually contains all of the information needed. This is also important for interconnecting your system with the grid. The electric company will not let you connect a system that will produce more than 100% of the energy you used in the last 12 months. Here's a pro tip for you. If you plan to produce electricity for a future purchase, such as an electric car, you need to have a receipt to show the electric company the reason for needing a system that is larger than what your current usage supports. After we have all this information, that's when it's time for us to get to work. We use state-of-the-art technologies as well as our own proprietary tools to accurately produce a solar design for your project without ever having the need to visit your home. Software like Helioscope, Near Maps, Google Maps, and our own solar value analysis allow for you to get an accurate and detailed design without losing out on any of the qualities that you would typically associate with a traditional home visit. This also helps us to serve more people with less time constraints and scheduling conflicts, which is just a win-win for everyone. At this point in the journey, things start to get exciting. We'll review with you to have a Zoom meeting or a phone call with you to go over the plan. You'll receive a copy of the solar value analysis from us to review together, which shows you how your design will perform, what it looks like, and more importantly, the impact it will have on your future. At this time, we can make any changes to the system that you would like, and we'll make sure that we answer all of your questions. Once you see the system that's perfect for your home, the decision is yours if we move forward on doing business or not. We understand that most people don't like a salesman sitting at their table trying to get them to buy something, and we don't either. We have found that our in-depth consultative approach to help us do a better job, and according to our online reviews of people who ultimately became our clients, they really appreciate the no-pressure environment when it comes to making a decision about putting a mini power plant on their house. After all of this, there's only one thing left for us to figure out, and that is, how do we make solar affordable? Everybody that looks into solar requires a different system based on their unique usage and their home environment. Paying for the system is no different. There are really 5 different routes you can look into going. We have in-house financing, making it easy to get a qualified lender and a great rate. You can look at a home equity loan where you can use the equity in your house to help pay for solar. You can refinance your home with solar. I mean, with interest rates as low as they are, many folks are able to even pay less for their solar than their electric bill with this route. There's a 401k loan where you can borrow against your retirement and pay the interest back to yourself, or just good old-fashioned cash, which gives you the quickest return since there's no interest payment. You have to ask yourself, would I benefit from refinancing my home with interest rates as low as they are? Or are you the type of person that likes to have debts paid off as quickly as possible? Or maybe you'd rather just have a payment that's a little bit closer to the electric bill. These are all things that we can figure out and decide upon remotely. Once you've reached a decision to go solar and determined how you're going to pay for it, started with your project is really easy. We'll send you a contract review and sign via DocuSign. Following this, we'll require either a 30% down payment or a pre-approval letter from one of our lending partners. Well, what happens next? We'll go about getting all of the preliminary actions out of the way. Things like applying for your building permits from the township and starting your utility interconnection request. Much of the behind-the-scenes work is going on at this point in the process. We'll also send out a technician to inspect the outside of your home to make sure we have all of the details we need to make sure you have a successful installation. We'll also need to get all measurements of roof trusses or rafters, as well as make sure that your electrical system will be compatible with solar. Currently, under the shelter-in-place order here in Michigan, we can start with getting permits and paperwork moving, and we'll schedule with you to have your technician make a site visit as soon as we are able. If you don't feel safe having a technician in your home to take the necessary measurements and the pictures that we need to do due to social distancing measures, you can talk with your technician on the phone, and they can guide you through getting the necessary information from inside your home to us. All right, the day has finally arrived. Work crews have showed up at your home, and solar is going up. Now, historically, this happens right around 2 months from the time you sign a contract. The vast majority of the time, all the work can be completed outside the house. On the rare occasion where we do need access to the home, it will typically be next to your electric panel, which is often located in a non-living space in your home. And it should be easy to continue our practice of social distancing and keeping everyone safe. Once your solar system is approved by the local electrical inspector, we have reached the end of your installation. We'll schedule with you to go over all the system operation and monitoring. You will end up having a really cool app that you can access on your phone or web portal that allows you to view the production and monitor the performance of your system. After all is said and done, we will wrap up any final payments or financing. And then the only thing left will be waiting for your system to be fully commissioned by the utility so that you can start generating your own electricity. Although we have reached the end of your installation, your journey is really just beginning. We ask that every customer give us a report card of our service through a Guild Quality survey, which anyone can look at on www.guildquality.com/pro/Michigan-solar-solutions. This allows others to see how we're doing, as well as showing us different ways that we can continue to grow and create more value for our clients. At this point, your project has been turned over to our customer experience manager who will touch base with you several times to make sure that your system is functioning correctly and that your billing is set up appropriately with your utility company. They will also follow up with you after 13 months to review the performance of your system over the first year, so you can see how it compares with what we had originally stated it would do for you. When you have decided that you want to take a look at solar for yourself, there are a few different ways to get started. The best way is by heading over to our website, www.michigansolarsolutions.com, and fill out the form to request a solar analysis. Or you can contact us by phone or email. Folks, I want to thank you again for joining us here today in this presentation. If you enjoyed yourself, we'll be having our next webcast on energy security with solar and backup batteries, where we'll learn about how you can raise your electrical resilience and independence from the utility company, as well as keep your family safe. Here at MSS, we believe it's not about what happens, but how you respond to what happens that really defines your character. We are all in this together, and we'll see you on the other side. This is Ray Myers, and live well, folks.